Do we see each other? Do we hear each other? Yes? Okay, good. Because I feel like the Wi-Fi was not reaching the hot tub, and I think that was it. Okay, guys, I haven't seen any sockets out here. Yeah. My God. Okay. You know, I'm going to try, and I'll just place my laptop just right on this wet surface. I think it's a super smart idea. Don't judge me. Ooh, it is so chilly outside. Coldy, coldy. Yeah. So excited. Ooh. Nice. Kurt's lunges. Ah. This is so nice. Oh no, no this. Guys, I won't have. Oh, it sucks. Okay. I will sit here for a couple of minutes and I'll go back to the house to get my phone because my computer is not catching any Wi-Fi from this place. I don't think that my microphone is waterproof, but I can just hold it in my hand, and we can just have a little bit of ASMR, if you don't mind. Ooh. Nice. So what do you think? What do we think about this location with this view? I even got a little bit of sun. Right? Right? Yeah, it's so cool. And I'll be able to talk like this slow and nice. I love it. Yeah, this is the same bikini, that one of those bikinis that I was wearing in Costa Rica. It's true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, I feel like a child, super happy, because it's just, if I would be like 20 years from now in the past, I would not be able to believe that I will ever be like that, sitting in the hot tub in the warm water with that view. Yeah, that I would not believe. Really, really, I would not believe. And I'm so happy that you and me, guys, we got really blessed with the sun, because yesterday the light was so unflattering that I had to wear to like use my additional light to film reels, and it was very difficult. It was really difficult. So yeah, I promise I won't scream. Okay, so I wanted to thank Anthony. Thank you so much for such a big donation. Thank you very much for making this happen. Thank you very much for making this happen for everybody in chat, everyone who is watching the pool live stream. So cute, so really like with this amazing view. It's all because of you guys, because of your contributions. I'm super grateful because you consistently support me with those huge amounts. I really appreciate it. And Malicious, thank you very much for being so consistent, for supporting me financially and psychologically. Thank you very much. And Vinny, thank you so much to you too, for being with me for so long, for supporting me too. You guys are amazing and you make it happen. Really, like, I am grateful to you tremendously. So, yeah, I wasn't even able, I didn't even see that you already overfilled the goal as you usually do. It looks cold. It's a little bit chilly. I feel like, surprisingly, I feel like today it's colder than yesterday. But it's, there is no wind and there is sun. So I feel like we are good. We are good. Let me just let's pray that I will not drop my microphone in the water because it was kind of pricey. I would prefer not to buy the second one. It would be way better if I would be able to, like, maybe have camera. Like, I don't know what you prefer. Do you prefer the view like that? A little bit from the distance where you maybe can see sometimes, not like a full body shot, but half body shot? Or you prefer closer view like that? We prefer when you when you feel warm. You're so sweet. Thank you. But to be honest, in general, like, what's your favorite view? Hardest choice of my life. Like sweating, like stressful sweat. I know that both views are great because here we have more intimate vibe with you, and there you can just see more curves. So I totally get why it's hard. I can just place you a little bit further. It's so pretty out there. It's crazy. Yesterday, that mountain in the back, I could not see it because it was covered with the cloud. And right now, it's so insane that I can see that mountains so crisp. Honestly, I don't even feel like those are mountains. I feel like those are just big, very, very big hills. Comparing to the Rocky Mountains, that's hills. But it's still, it's amazingly pretty place. If I would be like super duper millionaire, multimillionaire, because if you are a millionaire, I don't think that it is possible to do that. If you're a multimillionaire, probably it's possible. Having multiple residencies like this one, owning this house with this view, and coming to your own house, that would be such a swag. That was so insane. Yeah, that would be really insane. Maybe you can get a necklace to attach that microphone. I feel like if I can actually like maybe place it like more up. here. Oh no. What do we think about this sound? Is it is it intimate enough? Oh, you little liars, you cannot hear my heartbeat. Okay, so we have a good sound, right? Oh, wait. Woo! There's a little bench in here. Okay, how much do you need? Oh, I don't think that it is even like possible to reach. Yeah. I feel like nowadays if you will see what rich people, not all of the rich people, but majority of like successful people want in life, they want like bunch of money, a lot of money, as much money as only possible, so they can have their own town. And I understand them so well. If I would be able to be that successful, I would also want my own town with my own view, how I see it. And so people can buy residency there, so people can buy houses there and really enjoy living in that particular town. Yeah, that would be sick. I feel like owning your town is a really swag. Maybe not like, I don't want to own my town by myself, but you know, like where there's a few people, like a council, like bunch of people who are owning that town, like a bunch of investors, and you can have like I've heard people really want to have own towns, and basically those are huge farms that they want to have a lot of animals. Like I feel like majority of super duper successful people want to be surrounded by animals because at the end of the day, if you got to that success, you probably was facing with really bad and nasty people so much that you want to build a wall between you and nasty people, and you just want to live in your farm, you live in your town with good people and with animals. Shadowman, thank you so much. Mwah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, come back later. I hope I will stay here for a little bit. The royal family here owns a few towns and some Scottish lords and one in Wales. Yeah, but like everything that in the old world, like in the super old countries, it's already built. You cannot, like, you have already built castles and mansions, and you have great architecture. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about new towns built from scratch with nanotechnology, with super the latest high-speed internet, with some um, transit within the city for free, so you can go into the like small train, small queue train, and get to any part of the city for free because city is not big, right? And those trains are super fast and they're super duper cute. And you have business centers, you have residency, like it's technically a regular town, but it's small. Transit within the city is free, and I feel like city should be really pedestrian friendly, but at the same it should be car friendly too. So there should be places so pedestrians can feel okay. Should be a lot of walkable areas, nice areas. Yeah, that would be really nice. A town of the future where new professions will strive. I don't know. That would be really nice. And of course, I would love to have my own place, the own like piece of land with my house, so I can have like millions of raccoons living there, cats and dogs, maybe a cow. What? What happened? I see Anthony and Vinny already plotting against me. I only muted Anthony's notifications. Really? 50 subs? And I missed that just by blabbing? Damn. Shh. You guys can shit on me for that. Mwah. Anthony, thank you so much for so many subscriptions. Thank you. Mwah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for blabbing so much. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you for gifting all the subscriptions to people, for supporting, constant support. Thank you. I feel like this live stream is cursed for me and for Anthony too. We both are struggling. Don't shit in the tub. I'll try. I'm holding it so much. Trying my best. I don't want it to float up. I don't want you to see my shit. Like, I love you guys, but not to that extent. We are not so close. Yeah, I'll bring snack or a book. Yeah. I will not be able to sit in the hot tub for an hour, I think, because it's like a little bit cold. So yeah, like, since I'm taking shit for a really long time, it's definitely not the place for it. Oh, I found a socket. But what's the point if I don't have internet on my laptop? I just brought it without any reason. Can you build a snowman? Do you want to build a snowman? Yes, I want, but I can't. Millionaires were better in the UK back in the 18th century, building new towns. Two made chocolate, one made soap. Yeah, very cool. I feel like actually rich people tend, I don't know about now, because right now there are a lot of new money, so I'm not very aware how it is going right now. But I suppose I tend to believe that rich people who already fixed their own problems and they don't need to worry about what they will eat, how they're going to pay their debts, where they're going to sleep, like how they're going to retire. If this all is covered, I feel like many people, if they are smart, if they are educated and smart, and if they have empathy, really already start to think, okay, so what I'm going to do with my money, what I'm going to, maybe I can make up some product that will be super useful, maybe I can make something so the humanity will benefit from it. And I'm not talking about charity only. I'm not only talking about giving all your money away. I'm talking about investing in something that can be really life-changing for people. A product, an app, a website, things that really can change life of people for better. I feel like many rich people tend to do that if they are smart. Okay, if they are smart. This is hilarious about the song. Rich people don't have to worry about making ends meet. No one actually should worry about making their ends meet. It's like poverty is the worst thing that can happen to you. Poverty is the worst. Poverty sucks. It should not be romanticized. And I really hate when people have this crab effect when it was very, very common in Ukraine. That's why I wanted to immigrate. I wanted to immigrate to Canada way before the war. I really thought that can be my future. So I really wanted to live in a more progressive society. And I really did not like that back to that time. I've seen a lot of this crab effect when people around you notice that you are trying a lot and you are getting successful, and instead of cheering you up and encouraging you and being happy for you and maybe taking you as the example and maybe trying to do the same as you, right? Instead of that, they were dragging successful people down. They were saying hateful things about successful people or people who were really, hustling to get to the better future. Like back to my home, I really noticed that it was so much common. The second when you want to invent something or do something unusual and improve your life, there will be a bunch of people who will drag you down as a crab effect. So, yeah, I really dislike that so much. That hate and that crab effect. That people can never feel happiness about your success. I always feel happiness about someone's success. I had people who I'm talking to like for years, and when they buy an apartment, for example, or they maybe switch to the job that they like, or maybe they get promotion at their existing job, or maybe they, like do something successful, do something like an achievement, I'm super duper happy for them. The same about women in my area. If there are girls who are way more successful than me, I'm super duper happy for them because I feel like this is the way how it should be. You should be happy for people who were able to achieve that. And if there is someone who is more successful than you can take this person as the example and like, damn, this person like really did it. How can I analyze it? How can I make this person my example and do the same, or maybe outperform that person? Like I really think that being happy for someone's success is so much better and productive than being like unhappy and drag those people down. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I mean the crab trap. You see, I did not know that this is the correct word, but I knew that this thing exists. Like, I was trying to explain the way I can, but yeah, I'm talking about the crab trap, as you say, where the crabs could get out if they wouldn't constantly drag each other down. Exactly, yeah. So, like, I really don't like when people are doing that. I don't know if I'm in the position to tell people what they should do because I don't like to be told what to do. So it's very hypocritical of me to say like that, but I feel like people can do better, and I feel like people can really be more happy for other people who really succeeded. Because at the end of the day, if everything that you spread is hate, prejudice, you're really judging everybody around, you're saying nasty things, and you're like maybe spread hate, and you're saying that everybody around is like horrible. I am one of the people who say that everybody around is horrible because I don't like people. But really cheering for people who are trying and who are succeeding, I feel like this is the right way. You shouldn't judge others by your own standards. Some people need to be told what to do, I feel. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it's so interesting because if you will think about this the other way, like, oh wait, damn, just a second, guys. I forgot that I did not change the category. Oh my goodness, where is my... I'll come back really soon. I need to get my laptop to the house. Oh, it's so cold. Oh no. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to change category. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. How could I do it? Okay, I got the internet. Let me just quickly change it. Okay, I changed category. Good. Guys, I really need to pee. I don't want you to hear it. So I'll put you under the pillow because I cannot turn the sound off. Okay, guys, I hope you didn't hear anything. Didn't hear a shit. That's hilarious. You. Okay, I changed my mind. I'll be back, guys. Actually, it's really nice in the hot tub. Just the water is a little bit harsh to my skin because I have, I feel like you might lose connection to the sound right now, but the water is a little bit harsh because there is a chlor in there. Okay. Yeah, I changed successfully the category. I forgot about it. A plane! Whee! I've got a piece of sun. My feet froze. Oh, like we got some frozen part. Could have changed the category on the phone. I don't know how you change category in the Streamlabs. I don't think it's possible. I usually change it from Twitch itself. I wish she could walk barefoot in the snow. Why? Why do you want me to walk barefoot in the snow? I can, but why do you want it? Are you gonna do a snow bath? I don't think so. Because that would show that you are a really tough woman. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. If you want a video of me walking in the snow barefoot, you can buy it on my OF. You can follow me there and you can ask for a custom. I can do that for you if you want. But I don't need to prove anything to anybody. You probably would not be able even to survive in the conditions that I was growing up to and lived most of my life, because they were really tough. They were way more tougher than walking in the snow barefoot. I need a video of you proving that 1+1=2. I would love to do that for you. I would love to do that for you. Oh, also, honestly, I never went skiing. And I've seen girls skiing in the bikini. And my mom, when she was young, she went to skiing in the back to the Soviet Union. There was a resort, like resort for skiing. So she went and she told me, and she was like, yeah, if you will go and ski in the mountains, there will be like snow everywhere, but you will not be cold. So I always was wondering how it is working, how it is possible. I think Francia did it. Like, I am sure, like, I haven't seen that video, or it was a pictures, but I'm sure, like, I would love to do a post like that. I never thought how it will be to go skiing in a bikini. What it would feel like will I be cold? But from the other side, I am like doing physical activities, so I'm like sweating, right? Not like sweating, but I feel hot. Uh, but at the same time, if you go skiing and you are lucky with the sun, it's probably way warmer, and you're moving, you're doing exercises, so you probably won't feel cold. Like right now, I'm sitting. Half of me is sitting in the hot tub, and the upper part, it's just like it's chilly, but it's not like I'm dying of cold, you know. It can be surprisingly hot due to the sun. Okay, so it's like the sun reflecting of the snow makes it a little bit better. Well, it's logical. I know about Dyatlov Pass incident. It's like everybody knows that because it's like it happened in Russia, and yeah, everybody knows the Dyatlov Pass incident. Yeah, I know it. There is a really not bad American movie that is called Devil's Pass. It's a very American movie, but it's good. Like because you will not find a really good Ukrainian movie and Russian movie about this incident. You can find really good horror stories, but you won't find a good horror movie about Dyatlov Pass. So American movie is really nice. So you can check the Devil's Pass horror movie. I don't know where it was. I feel like it was 2014 or 2015. But yeah, it's an interesting take on the Dyatlov Pass incident, and they really filmed in Russian places, so it's kind of authentic. So yeah. So Dyatlov Pass is an incident where I don't remember how many, six, I think it's six people, very professional hikers and campers of a very young age, like from 18 to 25 or 26, something like that. Uh, they went to a certain mountain in Russia, but that mountain is not like, it's technically Russia, but it's one of the places where certain nationalities live, like not like a tribes, but it's not like Russian people. It's like I don't remember who it was. So it was, yeah, I don't remember who it was, but it was like a nationality with really cool myths and legends, and they believe that this mountain had a really bad history. It's like Mountain of the Dead or something. Indigenous, yeah. I'm like tribes, like what I'm saying, indigenous people. So they're like living indigenous people. They have really interesting like legends and myths, and this particular mountain has a really bad history. So they went. It was 1954 or 56, probably it's 54, and it's really young people, students. It's students, and all of them are professionals. They have been doing camping, really harsh ones, for many times, and they were found dead, undressed, and still no one knows what exactly happened. They were found far away from their tents, like they were running away. They were undressed. So the only thing that is known right now is like a few hypotheses what really happened. No, not Caucasian people. I feel like it's more like Asian indigenous people, like Turkmenistan. Like, I don't remember where that mountain is. Like you got. I feel like you can Google it, but it was more like Asian indigenous people of the area. Yeah, actually, I feel like Asian indigenous people that multiple of them live on the territory of Russia, and I really fucking love their myths and their legends and their. It's like so authentic. It's just like sometimes Mongolian legends scare me, like till I shit myself out. And like Mongolia is not a part of Russia, but like there are other indigenous people, like small nationalities that live on the territory of Russia. They sometimes have really amazing lore, amazing folk tales, amazing legends and myths, and it's like horror stories, you know, like really cool. I really enjoy that. People who are not Russian, like 80% of, yeah, exactly. It's like 80% of Russia, like people who are not like Russian. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy that people in Russia also want this war to end. But I would love this war to end, and I want my home back. I don't want my home, which is the Zaporizhia region, to be a part of Russia. It was a part of Ukraine, I want it to be like that. I want my hometowns to be a part of Ukraine, you know. So I would love this war to end. Please give us our territories. So how they died? So it's like no one knows. There are like a bunch of theories how it happened. So why they were undressed? It's because there's this condition that if you will get frozen, at some point you'll start to feel a lot of heat because the blood in your vessels come at once to your skin and you start to feel like you are burning. So that's one of the theories why they were undressed. They just rip their clothes off themselves. So, and yeah, it's a very mysterious thing. If you want to check it, it's an amazing story. It's not like amazing, people died. I'm not happy about it, but it's very, if you like mysterious stories, Dyatlov Pass is one of the most interesting and most controversial and mysterious ones. And I think that you should know it. Like, yeah, and you can watch this American movie that is Devil's Pass. It's really, really nice. It's really nice. So my baby fingernail, it grew a little bit more, so I was able to make it a fake nail. So right now I have all my nails. It's just like this one is more like fake. They glued a fake nail on it, so it just make it look like it's full. But I feel like the next time I will go and do my nails, I will have it fully grown back. So I'm like, finally. It's called paradoxical undressing. Probably, yeah, probably it's it. So yeah, it's like, why I'm smiling? People died, Louisa, just calm down. But every time when I really love horror stories. I really love mysterious stories. I do love true crime too, but I love paranormal things way more than real things because real things are really scary to me, while paranormal things are really scary, but in a good way. Uh, but yeah, when I'm thinking about Dyatlov's Pass, I definitely can say that's like one of the best like mysterious stories that actually rooted in the real life. It's based on that movie is really based on the real events, you know. Yeah, it catches my interest. True, true. The people are called Komi. I have never heard, I've never heard it. So I knew there were indigenous people, more of the Asian group, and I did not know the name. Like I feel like on the territory of Russia there are so many different indigenous people, like really like 80%. Caucasian people, Asian people, people like Nordic people, like Yakuty, Buryаты, like so many nationalities that are not Russians. Yeah, that's cool. Like I feel like they should have like their separate countries because you know they have very distinct cultures. So I'm in Canada, in Quebec. Yeah, so the movie that has been made about that event is called Devil's Pass. It's American one. No, this is not Alberta. This is Quebec. Yeah, I'm like Alberta, Rocky Mountains, Quebec. This is Mont Tremblant. That's Mont Tremblant. Oh, this is very dark joke, Winnie. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad. This is so bad. German smiling. That's so interesting because I find that the system in Canada and the system in the US is really, really working. Is really, really, really working. The system of the states, where every state has some power for self-management, each province has some power for self-management, is really, really cool. We didn't have that in Ukraine. We had a very centralized everything, and yeah, maybe we would benefit from American system or Canadian system in the sake of economy and people's well-being. I think that more people would be able to build wealth if you know if taxes would be different from region to region. People would just migrate for their own benefit and bring money to this certain um, region. Yeah, I feel like in States or Canada, right? Oh, really? There is no this. This was the reason for Cold War. In Russia, in the Urals, the temperature is +1 and nice November. I feel like Ural Mountains are a really cool place to visit. But I still don't like you guys because you occupied my home. I I haven't read that book, but I've seen YouTube videos about that. And like that was the new thing that I learned about US this year. I watched that video this year about how that actually US is divided. I don't remember the number. If you say 11, maybe it's 11, but it was like this map that is separated by like culture differences. And I'm like, damn, like US really made such a good job of joining those people in the best way. So it's like everyone is benefiting economically, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what everyone wants to live a good life, to have a food, to have a roof over the head, and they want stability. And there is no other place on earth where you can build your wealth, like except US, Canada, like there is no other place. Because the systems just work for that. Millions ways of investing and like really legal ways how to reduce tax burden, like you invest in some like accounts for retirement, and like you can even like I will be forever fan of this system where you can write off some spendings that you do for a business, because you cannot do that in some places. Yeah, that's really, really good. I wish more people could really build wealth and never worry about living from paycheck to paycheck. Because, and it's so interesting because living from paycheck to paycheck is actually not that bad, because it can be worse. You can live in debt. And you can live in debt so badly that your living conditions are really inhumane, because I was living in such conditions. So yeah, really, like I wish everybody in chat to be able to prosper and to build wealth, and to never think about, oh yeah, I'm living from paycheck to paycheck. I really hope that every of you will reach that goal one day. Oh, thank you for sending love. I'm happy that you made it to my live stream. Look at that. Look at that. This is so pretty. what's worse than working, not working, and the Great Depression taught us that exactly. Actually, my mom, my family had a lot of problems. I have a small insect in here. I don't think that I'm going to save it because I feel like it's already too late. But I'm going to. Where are you? Oh no. Yeah. No, it escaped. Damn. Yeah, it escaped. So, what I was saying. Yeah, so in my family, the how do you call, what is the word for it in English when you cannot find a work and you don't work? Because in Ukrainian it's безробіття. I have no idea how to say it in English. Unemployment. So yeah, my mom and my stepfather were facing unemployment so severe that we had to really do foraging for living. We had to forage um, metal things that are just like left out there, some garbage. We would forage different nuts like walnuts, and we were cleaning them and selling them. We were foraging wild apricots to sell them. It was wild. It was really so bad. We were so much in debt, and that the periods, like, so sometimes it was really nice, and my mom will work in some very low paid job, and my stepfather will also like working some very low paid job, unofficial, because official job is a privilege. They were working like under the table, not working under the table, like, so they were not officially employed. So and those were parts, those are period in our life when everything was more or less good, but they were periods of a very severe unemployment, and it was so bad that we did not have electricity. One time we did not have electricity and did not have wood and coal to warm the house. So me and my grandma, we were sleeping together on a couch in our clothes and winter coats together under a blanket, because it was +8 in the house and it was winter. It was pretty much harsh winter because it was snow, like -20, -15, and we had +8 inside. So yeah, it was a very harsh winter, and we did not have electricity. At some point, we were cut off of the electricity for not paying the bills because we did not have money. So we had to cook food in our neighbors' houses or in like small fire pit. And I was doing my homework using. We did not have money for candles very often, so we were just using the oil and a little bit of cotton that we like made a little sausages from cotton, and we were just placing it in a little flat bowl of oil, so it just gives a small source of light. That was how I was doing my homework. I did not have money for any school trips. I feel like I've never been to school trips. I've been only to one school trip, which was an exam. That's it. We did not have money for that. I've never been to camping because we did not have money for that. I like in Ukraine. It is in Ukraine and many post-Soviet countries. In schools, um, parents often, like, not often. It's like mandatory, but there is no like law or rule that can make you do it. So they force you to donate some money to change curtains in the classrooms, or like paint the floors, change the tables, like do some renovations. They force you to donate the money. because schools are public, they're free, so they force, but they are underfunded, so they force parents to like donate. But we never had money to donate to those needs, like school renovation, etc., etc. And I was bullied for that. I was bullied for that by teachers. Teachers were coming and saying, "Oh, like you suck, your family suck, you're poor," like, and in front of all of the class, they were like, "Oh, like Louisa did not donate the money for the curtains," and I was like publicly bullied for that. Yeah, it sucked. Like guys, unemployment is way worse than being employed and working, really. So it really sucks. You're right. Like whoever said that, I already forgot. But yeah, unemployment sucks. It's better to work. It's any job, like low paid, underpaid, but you better be working because you can be unemployed. And there are countries that give you a lot of social benefits. If you are unemployed, they give you money. Like in Ukraine, you don't get any money. If you don't work, you die of starvation, you die under the bridge, and you get frozen to death. So it's like every time when I have people from so many countries from all over the world, and they share with me like different things about their countries, and I'm like, damn guys, you are so privileged. Even people who are facing unemployment right now, they're having social benefits, and their life is really good. They can order good food, they live in the cute apartments, they can like play video games. And I wish like everybody would be able to do that. People don't need to struggle that much as my family struggled. But every time when I remember, like I have those flashbacks, horror flashbacks about my past, about my mom's past, I was like, damn, that was tough. It was way tougher than walking barefoot in the snow. I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh yeah, the teachers I've experienced, they were really horrible. Vinny, I swear, yeah, they were so horrible. I wasn't bullied like that by my classmates. I actually don't remember like bullied by my classmates. Like there were some moments that I have like, some unpleasant moments, but they were so not like they show in some movies, not like that. It was normal. Like every school has some, uh, sometimes you just face with some complications, but that's it. Yeah. Yeah. What was a good job there? Any job was good. If you're working, you're fine. You are fine. You will have food, and that's interesting because even if you're working, I'm telling you, homeless people in Canada, in the US, live way better than Ukrainian people were living back to my time. And right now, they live way worse than an average homeless person in the US. I can bet it. Because for me, McDonald's is still a luxury. And you have, like, as I always say, oh my goodness, you guys have here, um, how do you call it? Food banks, and people donate. People, like really homeless people, drink coffee from a store, like from Starbucks. Sometimes people give them McDonald's. They can go to church, and church gives them food. No one stays hungry. And I'm not saying that homeless people are not struggling. If you are a homeless person in Ukraine, you probably die that winter. You probably will not be able to live through winter if you are a homeless person in Ukraine, because no one will give you food. You will be you will not be able to shower anywhere. Not like, some you have some problems. You have some programs in North America that have help people with like to have at least decent life, right? Like because society is more advanced. Um, if you become homeless in Ukraine, you probably just pass away the next winter. Yeah, yeah, it's the same as in Russia, the same as in Belarus. It's like the same is Kazakhstan, Tajikistan. I feel like all of those countries have this post-Soviet curse. So yeah, you have like shelters for the homeless people, which is really awesome. And yeah, that's why such countries as Ukraine should like learn a little bit. Ukraine should have learned it way earlier, but yeah, it was because of the Soviet Union mentality, history. There was so much violence happening towards people during the Soviet Union period, and so much struggle, so many mistakes. It was so inhumane, and the communism suck. Whoever tell you that communism is good, it's just they have never experienced. Like I just want them to, like, I really offer to exchange Ukrainians or any other people from post-Soviet countries, like switch places so they live nicely in Canada, US, Australia, or some European countries that really like Germany, where everything is really great. Like just swap places and live in those conditions and try to complain and try to change something. Good luck. Good luck. If you do not appreciate what you have in here in the Western fucking amazing world, like I really offer that it should be a normalized practice. You just switch places with people from post-Soviet countries who really want to change their life, and they will be so grateful. I'm so grateful that I am in North America. I'm so grateful that I am so blessed to be here. I don't think that I know enough words to explain what it really means, because I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm so blessed. No, like I'm not able to wrap it in words what it actually means. So really, I'm telling you, just swap places and have a good fun. I'll see how you will. I'll see. I offer you to swap places with someone from a very small towns where everything is broken, where you will be living with cockroaches, human feces, and unworking everything, and you will be working. Oh my goodness! Lavina Latino, thank you, mwah, mwah, thank you. Damn, 1,000. Thank you so much. Thank you. Of course, yes, it does mean that I can pull your finger vigorously. No, I don't think that it's so interesting because we, as Ukrainians, will not be able to stay. There is big chance that we will not be able to stay because we are Ukrainians. It's a very big controversy right now because everyone gets accepted, everyone gets a shelter, everyone gets even benefits. Ukrainians don't get any benefits. Ukrainians don't get any payments from Canada, for example. We just have the right. We just get a document that is allowing us to legally live and work on the territory of Canada. That's everything that we get. Uh, there is, there was. I don't know if it is right now. Once you can receive 3,000 Canadian dollars I don't know if you can receive it right now, but at the beginning you could do that. I didn't take those because I had my own money, and I think that it would be really wrong if I would take those money because I wasn't in the position where I have nothing, you know. I already had my business and some savings. So, but in the beginning, you could get 3,000, like in 2022, in 2023. But here, no, you just get permission to live and work, and that's it. That's everything that you get. And Ukrainians really want to stay here, but because we are Ukrainians, we don't get it because I feel like it's because of political reasons. Because when Syrian war started, Syrian people received permanent residency right in the airport upon arrival. And it doesn't matter how much you contribute in Canada, you will be probably waiting for the permanent residency for 50 years. It's not a joke, you can Google it. So yeah, it's political preference. They don't want Ukrainians. And this is so ironical because Ukrainians here in Canada and in US, they really want to work. Really want to work. They really want to stay. They want to open businesses, etc., etc. The only thing that we need is permission to stay, like permanent permission. And I feel like that's because I believe that many Ukrainians, if they will get citizenship, they will prefer to vote conservatively. That's why I feel like politicians don't like Ukrainians. They don't want to give us this right to vote, this right to be like citizen and resident, because many Ukrainians will prefer to vote conservatively. I think that right now in European countries, someone mentioned Germany. Yes, I feel like in Germany, they, especially in the beginning, Germany was supporting Ukrainians a lot, and I know that in the beginning of the war, people were able to get something like 500 euros, like monthly support, and they have their uh, um, the place where they live, they have it paid. So whenever I hear that Ukrainians in Europe do not want to work, I'm like, well, good luck with that. Good luck with that if you're just sitting and doing nothing. That's really weird. If you want to be a part of country, like you gotta do something, you gotta contribute, you gotta be a part of the society, of the system. So yeah, I do not support if there are Ukrainians. I don't have this feeling that, oh no, they're Ukrainians and I'm just like, I will nod to whatever they do. I won't. I will really. I don't think that people should use the kindness so selfishly. Like, I did not take money that I could take upon arrival to Canada because I wasn't in the position where I struggled. And I know that, yeah, Canadian taxpayers are not uh, are not poor. Like, it was just wrong, you know. It was just wrong. It's like, it's a thing about your own principles. My principle, like, I'm not greedy. I can work. I have social media. I have my own business. I'll earn my money. There are some people who really need it, who cannot work. There are people who have, for example, sick children and they cannot go to work because their children need assistance and they need an adult to be present all the time. And uh, in this case, I feel like it's totally okay that these people are getting support from the government, right? Because I'm not in that position, I'm privileged. You know, I can work, I'm healthy, and I'm young. So why would I use these benefits if I can make my own money? You know, Yeah, because there are some people who really need help. I'm not one of them. I can do by my own. At least, hopefully, I will be able to do that until the rest of my life. But um, yeah, at this moment, I'm not in that position to take help. So whenever I hear news about Ukrainians being ungrateful and behaving like pigs, I don't feel any sympathy because, like, why would I feel sympathy to you? Because you're Ukrainian? No. You behaving like shit. If there are Ukrainians who really hustle, who really trying, or really people who really need help, they have all of my empathy. They have all of my, uh, how to say, encouragement. You want to get back to the house? Yeah, I can go back to the house. Because I started to want to pee again. Yeah, don't abuse the system. That's exactly what I meant. I don't like when people abuse something because people can ruin really good things by abusing it, and I don't think that's right. I don't know word for that, but you should be very self-aware and self-cautious about everything around you and think about how your own actions will affect the world. Like if everyone would be doing exactly like you, how do you think what the outcome will be? If it's bad, then probably it's not the good thing to do. So that was just my take. Yeah, I think I'm going to go inside. Okay, I feel like it's fine. Okay, let me get my robe on, and I'll have to close the hot tub, and then I'm going to go inside. Ah, so cold. It was so nice inside. Damn. Oh my goodness, guys, you have to see it with your own eyes. While I will be closing the. Oh, so pretty. No, look at it. Right, right. So cute. Okay. So sorry. Okay, good. Wee. This is very good, very nice. Those are Appalachians. Oh yeah, I would. It's not Appalachians, but I would love to visit Appalachian mountains. This is one of my dreams
Let me. I probably want to put on something really, really warm. I'm cold. Hope I will not get caught cold because I was sitting there, I was totally fine. I get up and now I'm feeling weird. Oh my goodness, no, don't fall. Don't fall anywhere. Okay. Phew. Yeah, it's true. Just give me a second. Um, I'll go to pee and I will wear something really warm. Maybe not that cute because I really need to warm up and I need to make some tea. I go to pee, don't listen. Guys, I'm so hungry. What is happening? Guys, what is happening? Wait, so these are the northernmost stretch of the Appalachian Mountains range. So these are technically a part of Appalachian Mountains group. Like, tell me this is truth. Just please tell me this is truth. Damn. I'm changing my category. Some mountains at the house. Damn. So, just a second. So, if this is a stretch, a northern stretch of Appalachian Mountains group, like, I have to wear my tinfoil hat right now, but that explains why I have seen Skinwalker 2 years ago in here, because the place where I've been 2 years ago, it's like right there. It's like very close. Neighbors. I feel like Appalachian Mountains are definitely one, not like the most, because I don't know about. Oh my god, my face is so oily. So I cannot say that the most, because I don't know much knowledge about the world as I would want to, but it's one of the most mysterious places on earth, because it's not like a coincidence, as everybody is saying about, oh, I've seen this in Appalachian Mountains, oh, these people got disappeared in Appalachian Mountains, oh, I've heard this. Like, everything is about Appalachian Mountains. If you will see, it's like I was laughing on it with my friends, that every time when some shit is happening, it's probably Appalachian Mountains. Like, wrong turn, etc., etc. It's like Appalachian Mountains. And I want to visit Appalachian Mountains so much, but I probably will be able to do it only with a huge group of friends. Only I want us to be like 10, 12, you know. It is where Skinwalker conspiracies. I don't know if this is an origin of Skinwalker, because I feel like Skinwalker myth is it comes from indigenous people, right? And it comes from indigenous people from the Northern America, like Canada. Indigenous people talk about it, and US. It's not from indigenous people of the South America, if I'm not mistaken. But that's craziest. Craziest. What that word is? Craziest. That's craziest. Home to Mothman and Godman. I love this old movie Mothman with Richard Gere. Was it Richard Gere? If yes, I love that movie. I got rid of oil a little bit. Phew. Mm. Vinny, you will not catch me doing that anymore. You will not catch me doing that anymore because I thought about saying that, but I resisted the desire, and I'm not going to say that because I knew that you're going to say that. Okay, so I'm going to have some tea. Mothman Prophecies. Yeah, it is a good movie. I really like it. No, I never been to British Columbia, but I want to visit it one day. Uh, Maybe it will be next year. I want to visit all the provinces in Canada because there are way fewer provinces than states in United States. So I want to visit every because it's like technically possible, right? Um, but I feel like the next new province that I've never been to will be British Columbia. I want to visit Nunavut. I want to visit Nunavut. I want to visit Nova Scotia too. Um, I've been to New Brunswick. I did not like it. Um, so that's it. Yeah, I was very close when I've been in Alberta, and if my friends just had very limited time, if my friends would have a little bit more time, I would love to visit. I would love to visit British Columbia that time when we were, you know. What there to do? You just eat weird food? What we are talking about British Columbia or what? Oh, Nunavut. There is nothing in Nunavut. Exactly. That's the reason. I just want to see like the huge plain of rocks and nothingness. I want to visit that. I want to visit small towns like that consist of like 7 houses. You know, it's like I want there for the vibe. I'm not expecting to see something there, like to have uh, really cool food. I'm just there for the vibe. So, no, I never been to Yellowknife or to Brazil. Oh, I think I might have some. Oh, you know what? I there were some supplies in this Airbnb, and I found this 3-in-1 milk tea that I'm going to drink. I They had 2 sachets. I drank already one. Really liked it. I feel this is really horrible thing to consume, but it's really tasty. It says reduced sugar. Well, this is actually during this trip. This is one of the. I don't remember when I put the sugar in my hot drinks. This was the first time since like forever because I usually
have sweets with my coffee or tea. I really like milk and tea and coffee, but I don't put sugar in there. So I'll be having this. What is this? I'll be really having this since like a really long time of not having it. Isn't there some stone sculptures in North Canada? Uh, when I go to like Warsaw Caves side, Kawartha Lake side, there are some indigenous, the stones that like people place one upon another, and there are a lot of wooden statues that are carved by indigenous people representing the. I don't have much knowledge about it, but it's like probably the gods, and it. Vini, shut up. It really reminds me of my hometown. Not my hometown, but we also like before Christianity, territory of Ukraine and territory of like a part of Russia, Belarus, we had paganism, so we had very similar wooden things that we had like we were carving gods from wood, like wooden idols, and it really reminds Ukraine. Like I'm not joking. It really reminds Ukraine. So stop smiling. Stop. Yeah, totem poles. It sounds really, really logical that they're called like that. I did not know. So yeah, if you will go to like Northern Ontario, you will see a lot of totem poles of with animals or with human faces, which is really, really cool. I love such things. I love everything like connected with the folklore, myths, legends. Um, I studied folklore at university. Like part of the course was folklore. I don't remember a shit what I was learning then, but I was so into it and I got the higher mark. Um, yeah, I was even doing a little research. I was driving across um, my my ex-boyfriend, the toxic one, the abusive one, had a car and he was driving me across the um, villages in my region, and I was collecting folklore songs and different things, and I made this like research. So yeah, I got really high score, like the highest score. So I really, really was into it, but I don't remember a shit, guys. If you will ask me the definition of folklore, I have no idea. How did I manage to really study so nice? It was the first year of university, so I was like really into studying because I love study a lot. But if you will ask me right now, I have no idea. I will not be able to give you the definition of anything. Okay, so I'm going to have some weird food right now. I have some baguette. I do have some roasted chicken. I bought it yesterday. I hope. I wanted to go somewhere yesterday, but I checked local restaurants and I was like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to be around people. So I just went to supermarket and I just bought like roasted chicken that I probably will eat all these days. So, but it would be smart to eat chicken, but I will be eating my turkey bologna with some cheese and bread.
I don't know what is the definition of folklore. Oh, shut up. I am not talking with you. What is the folklore? Lore that folk know. This is so hilarious. Damn. This is the folk that. This is the lore that folks know. This is so interesting. Someone mentioned the tarot cards. This is so interesting because I really love mysticism. I love having, like, hearing different horror stories, watching horror movies, learning about myths, legends of indigenous people, of not indigenous people. I just love this. Like, I love this mysticism. But I really do not like the tarot cards. It's not like I do not like it, but I just, it's not like astrology is not interesting to me. Probably because it's like the stars and the signs and the prophecies based on tarot cards, and I'm just like, I don't know why there is no vibe for me in there. But I know that in Ukraine, I feel like there are so many girls who are into the tarot card reading, and a lot, like, we have the whole culture of little prophecy women that can tell your future fortune teller, future tellers. So we have the whole culture of it, and I find it fascinating. So fascinating, and it's usually older women who have some abilities to see a future and to tell it. And I find it really cool. Maybe one day I will film a horror movie about it. It will be vibing, I promise, if I ever get to do that. But when it comes to real tarot card, I'm like, that. I know why I don't like it. I know why I don't like it. Probably because it was too mainstream. Because everybody is doing it. It's not like exotic anymore. It's like what everybody is doing. And maybe that's why I just consider it as something non-mystical. I don't know. So how do you call the glass pushing on the board? Do you like that one? What do you mean? Oh, the tea and coffee reading too, super popular. At least it was super popular because I don't live in Ukraine anymore. I've been like living in Canada for like many years already. I can say that. And when I was, even when I was in Ukraine, I didn't, contact with people a lot. I contacted with my best friend, which is a very skeptical person. I swear, if she would really see flying chairs in her apartment, she would not be impressed. She was the most boring. She never watched a horror movie with me. So yeah, she's like super, super skeptical. So it's like, not that I had a lot of, um, I haven't seen a lot of people who would be into the tarot cards. I just knew that it's super popular. It was all over social media. Everyone was offering their services. I can read your future, like using tarot cards, and coffee and tea reading. And it's like this culture of like older ladies, older women telling the future, and like when they can make some, my God, how do you call like this, when in Harry Potter they like wave a wand, like Avada Kedavra, how do you call it, like spell? So they can make a spell, but it's like, it's very it's not an accurate word, but let's call it like that. They can make a spell and they can make an alcoholic stop drinking. They can make you stop fearing things. So all these like little things, really, really interesting. It's like, again, I'm not judging. I find it fascinating because it's a part of a culture. I just don't believe in tarot cards for myself personally. But it is so funny because my mom had a prophecy that said that I will be very successful and rich and I will look my best when I will be around 30 years old. And it became true. I never looked that good as I am looking right now because I got the money, I got the time, I can do a lot of things for myself. And I've never been like that financially stable as I am right now. So it's technically, self-sufficient prophecy, how do you call it? But the clan mothers of the Cree nation, I am Cree. I missed something. The clan mothers of the... We are talking about prophecies, so they're connected with the prophecies. Hello, everyone who is new. Hello, hello. It's a glass you push over letters and you talk to ghosts. That's the best I can describe it. Oh, the Ouija board? The Ouija board with this board and there's the glass inside? Or what do you mean? Yeah, my friend would be like not impressed at all. She would not give a fuck. She really was, at some point, she was living in a really, really creepy apartment. It is a really cool story, honestly. And I really am I'm a little bit mad at her that she did not appreciate this amazing vibe that she was living in because the apartment that she was renting, it was old. It belonged to a very, very old woman who once left and never came back. She just wandered away at a very, very old age. She was like 90-ish. Uh, the phone in her apartment was disconnected because she didn't need it, she didn't pay for it, but it rang sometimes at night. And every time when I came to feed her cat, I swear I could not unlock her apartment for so long. She was able to unlock it like immediately. And like you can tell, oh, but she knew nuances how to open the lock. Maybe the lock was old. It's true, it might be it. It's very vague, right? But it felt like something is not willing to let me inside of the apartment. And she had a very weird vibe inside. Like even when I was visiting her, I felt like a little bit uneasy. And when I was there alone, it was very creepy. Like the second, Soviet Union apartments, they are very small. She had 2 rooms. Literally, she had like a bedroom, a living room, and like a small kitchen, very small toilets, very small shower, and like a little like corridor that goes like that. And every time when I was just turning my back towards the entrance and was trying to go outside, I felt like something staring at me at my back. So it was so many things that were happening in her apartment. She was living with one more of my friends, and one of my friends she was like a very hardworking girl. She was working like non-stop. She was working like from home, and she once fell asleep at the couch. And like she was in the bedroom, she opens the eyes, and she sees a stranger man in the apartment, like a little bit like older stranger man staring at her, and she's like, oh. And he just looks at her and just leaves. So there were so many things that were happening in that apartment, you know what I mean? But my friend, she would be like not impressed at all. What? Poltergeist? What? A ghost? I don't give a fuck. I'm busy. Like, and she was just, yeah. That was a really cool thing about her. Like, she was so unimpressed that I was mad at her because she's not sharing my passions, right? But it was so cool on her to be like so unimpressed by things. Yeah. So something like that. Clan mothers are held in high spiritual regard in Canada. They're not witches, they're guides. Actually, this is how I see uh, like this spirituality, let's say about indigenous people. It's not like a witches, in coney hats and stuff like that. It's really very interesting worldview, a very big set of folklore, beliefs, legends, and really like a worldview. I find it fascinating. Their guides. Yeah, that's cool. I like this explanation. Thank you very much for telling me this. I have turkey bologna like that. Phew. I don't know about indigenous people in Canada, but I have heard some stories about shamans in indigenous people um, groups on the territory of Russia, like Mongolian, as I already mentioned, and people who live more north. So it's like indigenous people like from Yakutia, and there are some nationalities that live there, like kind of very small nationalities, and I really, really love the folklore from those places, like shamans. Yeah, I really love that. Especially, like when it is so north, it's so far away that it's like it sounds so alluring and mystical. Yeah, I would love to learn about spirituality from many groups of people. I'm very into it. I think that it's fascinating how people have so many unique ways to connect with. Some people call it God, some people have more spiritual ways, some people have very sophisticated ways of beliefs. Like, it is actually so wild how in the Eastern tradition, like in the religions like Taoism or like Buddhism, those sometimes there are such a complex systems of beliefs. Like, I cannot comprehend how people created it like 10,000 years ago. That's just so crazy. So yeah, I think that I have really big interest in that. I have like a piece of Swiss cheese. I cut it like that. And right now I'm going to have some snack time. Yeah, human history is so fascinating. Oh, I can sit like that. Damn, this is so cool. Wait, guys, let me bring the charger for my laptop from the downstairs. Oopsie. Here we are. Gotcha. I wanted to film some Instagram reels today after a live stream on a sunset, but actually sun already set, and I wasn't able to, like, there was no sunset on this side of the house where I wanted to film. So okay. Yeah. Oh, really nice. I love it. Phew. I recently watched YouTube video about how Germans changed the US and how many things American, oh my goodness, society got from German people. That was really fascinating, like from the kindergartens to really interesting and very unexpected things. I'm sorry for blocking the view. Thank you. So this is how my sandwich looks like. You guys know that I love these sandwiches with the baguette. So they're not really nice looking, but this is the way how I eat it. So sorry. Do you guys see me glitching? Because I see myself glitching a little bit. Oh. Oh, interesting. Thank you. Thank you for wishing me bon appetit. Most Americans have German ancestry. Germans just decided to not talk English and adopted English. Yeah, I've seen that some presidents were German, like, oh, not German, they were of German ancestry. So yeah. I find like kindergartens, like, because of the Germans, there were kindergartens on the territory of Ukraine too, and on the territory of Soviet Union. So yeah. Okay, that's my laptop is not working. That is very strange. Hello? Yeah, we got some music. I don't know, to be honest. Oh yeah, I know what it is. When I was downstairs, I had to turn off the Wi-Fi because my Twitch stream was glitching because the Wi-Fi did not reach the hot tub. So I had to turn it off because by some reason it was all lagging and glitching, and only when I turned it off and just left the satellite, whatever, only then it worked. So right now I don't use Wi-Fi for stream. That's probably why it's lagging. And if I will swipe to turn on the Wi-Fi, the live stream will end and I will have to restart it. So yeah. I'm happy that you hear me. Yeah. It's everything is like working through the ass right by some reason. What's my gym schedule? It depends. I try to go to gym as much as I can, and unfortunately I'm not able to go often. So I try to go like 3 times per week, but sometimes it's like 2 and sometimes it's just 1. So yeah, it depends. Sometimes it's 3. Oh, now it's excellent. It should not lag right now. Yeah. Yeah, so like it's always so unpredictable how the connection will behave here and there. Germans had a lot of cultural influence across the globe, and the German language as well. Scientists, especially psychologists, communicated a lot in German, but there was someone who spoiled it, and now everybody just knows English. Yeah, my mom is always like, "Oh, German is so easy to learn. German is so easy to learn." I'm like, "No, like you are a liar." This is
horrible face of me. Oh no. I think that me and you guys, we are seeing the same glitch. It's poor connection detected. I just was able to swipe and turn on the Wi-Fi. I don't think it changed the situation a lot. I don't know what is the bandwidth. Oh no. This is very depressing music. Oh no. This is very pity because I'm buffering and always like you see the worst face expression of me. The worst. I have to warm up my coffee a little bit. Okay, nice and warm. You know? Oh, what is happening? Why